hate this fucking Nick coach. I think they fucked up, and I'm not happy, Rabbi. Say a prayer for us.
Okay, yeah, it's going to be a weird season, I think, but I hope we can pull it out. We'll see. We'll find out. I would like to make a little side point about the title. The side point is the question assumes that Jews are not black. And I just want to have to bring into the room that there's black Jews. There's all kinds of Jews, but there's definitely black Jews. And I think part of the, I don't think you mean it this way, JB, right? But I think part of the problem with the question is that it racializes everybody, right? And it racializes Jews as white.
So, Rabbi, let me ask you, Rabbi, what
sure.
title? Give me a suggestion on the title.
Well, let me ask you, what is the conversation you're trying to have?
Well, the conversation I'm trying to have is, and it's just been my experience, and other people have told me the same thing, that there seems to be this toxicity that comes out of the black community towards the Jewish community that I've never seen before, I've never heard before. Now, I'm not saying it hasn't been there. I just haven't experienced or seen it like I have now. So I'm trying to understand where that came from so we could have a dialogue, because I believe, Rabbi, that our communities are more similar than we are different.
Yeah, I mean, I've been thinking about it as I've been listening. I don't find that in the real world there's huge amounts of animosity coming from black communities to Jewish communities. I just don't see that. I see it on Clubhouse a lot. I hear it here and on the internet. I don't really see it out there. Where I live, I don't see it. There does seem to be some support out there. I think mutual support, or at least there's trying to be. Yeah, I guess I had one last thought, which is to the Daisy you were saying about, well, maybe it wasn't your point, but I think part of the folks and Palestinians, right? I remember that this goes back to like Ferguson, right? And like there were signs in Ferguson. Ferguson is Palestine, they said. And I think there's been a misidentification between the struggles of all brown people around the world are the same. They're not all the same. They're unique contexts. And I'm a liberal Democrat, but I got to say, woke intersectionality identity politics doesn't work.
Thank you, Rabbi. ODM, I'll come right back to you, but I have to say hello to Bibi. Rabbi, I would mod you, but I don't know if you're staying, and I don't know if you want to smoke. Bibi, what's good?
No, it's all good.
What's good, everybody? I hope this is. I like the title. I think it's going to be an amazing room. I've been waiting all day for it.
So what's your thoughts on it? Why do you think there's such division? In my opinion, I could be wrong. Rabbi's probably right. In the real world, I've never seen the toxicity that I see on this app. But I also believe, and maybe I'm crazy, I believe that this app is a microcosm of society. So why do you think that is, Bibi?
I think people unravel their true selves on this app because they're cowards and they get to hide behind a telephone. And then you can tell who's real on the app and who's not. But people will vet their the most toxic shit because they're on this app. But then I do find whenever I used to own a bunch of barbershops, and when a bunch of black guys were together and they would click up, then I would see the anti-Semitism come out. But if I was talking to one of the one-on-one or two or three at a time, it was okay. But then they would bring up this BHI stuff, and it would just keep unraveling into some crazy conspiracies that Jews own the world, Jews own the banks, and it was, at first I was like, is this jealousy? Where's this hatred coming from? But they get so angry when they find out that I was a Jew. So then, I don't know, but I think the app, people can become the most vilest pieces of shit like I've been scrolling through room until I came here today because I've been waiting for this room to pop up, and people are spending hours about talking shit about other people and saying the most outlandish shit. But if you meet them in real life, they would never be talking like that. So people hide behind their phone.
Okay, ODM. We're gonna go ODM. Then I want to say hello to Ifra. Okay, ODM, and then Alyssa.
Okay, part of well, Jews and blacks. You know, when I was growing up, I heard that Jews and blacks were allies during the civil rights movement, right? And so there at one point was this agreement arrangement to work together. Part of where black people kind of like get to look sideways at Jewish people nowadays, I think is because when it comes to white supremacy, right, or whatever the struggle we're going through, white people hate Jews, right? But when Jews can hide behind whiteness at certain times and not take, not be on the front line when the shit is really going down. And so, yes, Jews have lived a different experience in America, but there was a point where Jews and blacks were supposed to be working together. And
ODM, when and why did that stop?
Well, I don't know why it stopped, but to give you certain examples of where black people have been just completely castigated or ostracized or whatever. Kanye and Kyrie are two examples of people that may have done some quote unquote anti-Semitic things and gotten a hammer instead of some type of sympathy or education. No, the hammer came down on these people. And so, are you our ally? Are you our enemy? Are you in it for yourself? That's there's some kind of schism in the agreement, or just a difference in philosophy. We're not sure. Like at this point, we feel used and abused a little bit. While you guys have profited and done very well for yourselves, is not jealousy. What the Jews are doing is something that should be studied, and you should try to recreate that within your own communities and cultures. And so it's not jealousy. I don't think it's jealousy.
But why do you feel used and abused, or why would you think that feeling comes?
Again, I bring an example like rap music. It's just so nasty, and so much money has been made off of it. But inside of Jewish communities that have primarily benefited the guys at the top, there's no doubt about it, they made the most money. Their communities are insulated from this type of nonsense in a certain way. And they know that other communities aren't insulated, and so the effects are going to be slightly different. And it's something like I relate it to something like usury. Like you can loan money to somebody else for interest, but not somebody in your own community. Why not treat everybody in the world the same way?
Wait, so hold on, I'm trying to understand this. So you're saying, rappers like the anti-Semite Ice Cube and like Kanye, so you think that they were used by the Jewish community?
They were definitely used by somebody, by the music business in general, to whatever. If negativity, if that sells, that's cool. But again, the people on top have a higher. If you're rich, yeah, are you gonna be an evil bastard and just make money because there's money to be made, or you're gonna live on a higher paradigm? Like you benefited more, society, life has treated you better, whatever, you got to that position. Do you have a duty to treat people below you better, or is your duty to just take advantage of them and make as much money as possible?
So the Jews that are in the music industry that have made people go famous, they were supposed to do that for free? I'm just trying to understand the way you're...
Maybe they could have picked some other stars or some other songs. I don't know. Yeah, they got to make money, obviously. They got to make money. But couldn't they have picked some other people to promote